Why are you always like this to my mom?
I'm always
He's
drumming.
a drummer.
I said I'm gonna use your mom as a drum one day, and I'm gonna record it.
He's gonna record it. You're gonna use her butt?
Actually, that's what I thought would make the loudest.
Two longtime friends, next-door neighbors who once bonded over school runs and backyard chats, suddenly turned into the hottest headline in Hollywood. Kourtney Kardashian, the usually private reality star, and Travis Barker, the tattoo-covered rock rebel, shocked everyone when they flipped their friendship into a fiery public romance that nobody saw coming. In the blink of an eye, they sped from cozy hangouts to flashy engagements, and then straight into marriage, surrounded by oceans of roses, inked declarations of love, and nonstop Instagram posts that had fans dizzy. It looked like the perfect love story, one so picture-perfect, it almost felt scripted. But behind the endless PDA and promises of forever, whispers started to creep in. Maybe this fairy tale wasn't as flawless as it looked. The twist? Insiders say Travis might be the one having cold feet. Was the whirlwind too fast, too furious? Did the challenge of blending families, juggling fame, and merging two totally different lifestyles shake their foundation? And here's the real kicker. Was this whole relationship always sitting on shaky ground to begin with? Their journey didn't begin with fireworks. It began with quiet friendship. For years, Kourtney and Travis lived side by side in Calabasas, California's wealthy enclave. Their kids were playmates, they showed up at the same birthday parties, and they shared a chill bond that seemed genuine and surprisingly drama-free.
Baby?
Brought you this.
Thank you. What is it?
It's your latte drink. You want some hot?
We're talking about Australia.
Oh, yes.
She said, are you a romantic? I know Travis is a romantic, but are you? And I said,
I think
yes.
I brought it out in her.
Two longtime friends, next-door neighbors who once bonded over school runs and backyard chats, suddenly turned into the hottest headline in Hollywood. Kourtney Kardashian, the usually private reality star, and Travis Barker, the tattoo-covered rock rebel, shocked everyone when they flipped their friendship into a fiery public romance that nobody saw coming. In the blink of an eye, they sped from cozy hangouts to flashy engagements, and then straight into marriage, surrounded by oceans of roses, inked declarations of love, and nonstop Instagram posts that had fans dizzy. It looked like the perfect love story, one so picture-perfect, it almost felt scripted. But behind the endless PDA and promises of forever, whispers started to creep in. Maybe this fairy tale wasn't as flawless as it looked. The twist? Insiders say Travis might be the one having cold feet. Was the whirlwind too fast, too furious? Did the challenge of blending families, juggling fame, and merging two totally different lifestyles shake their foundation? And here's the real kicker. Was this whole relationship always sitting on shaky ground to begin with? Their journey didn't begin with fireworks. It began with quiet friendship. For years, Kourtney and Travis lived side by side in Calabasas, California's wealthy enclave. Their kids were playmates, they showed up at the same birthday parties, and they shared a chill bond that seemed genuine and surprisingly drama-free.
Stop making
I
out.
love you. I'll see you later.
We'll see you at the show.
All right, have
Have
fun.
a good sound check. Thanks
I
for
will.
coming
Hit
to
me
the
on
zoo.
your way back. Of course, have fun
I
at the
will.
zoo.
Okay.
Bye, Rainey.
But with all that passion came a big red flag. Were they moving way too fast? The matching tattoos, the nonstop social media gushes, the fairy tale gestures, it all screamed honeymoon phase. Many Hollywood flings that burn this bright fizzle out just as quickly, leaving people wondering, was this true love or just obsession dressed up as forever? By October 2021, less than a year after they started dating, Travis dropped to one knee in Montecito and staged a proposal straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster. Hundreds of roses, glowing candles, an ocean view, and a massive diamond that left jaws on the floor. It was Kardashian-level drama, and the world ate it up. The cameras didn't miss a single second. Every tear, every kiss, every over-the-top smile was captured when Travis slipped that ring on Kourtney's finger. The proposal went viral instantly, with fans around the globe gushing over their love story. But even with all the fireworks, not everyone was buying it. Many side-eyed just how fast things were moving.
Nice.
A healthy relationship adds so much. Like, that's added so much to my life.
Beautiful. Amazing. Okay, so eyes to me, Kourtney.
And really, like, your circle and who's around you is just makes such a difference in life in general.
We have this. We have 1,000 options.
Feel like I'm Oprah. The wisdom.
It's getting hot in here.
I'm literally sweating. Yeah, is there air conditioning we can put on in here?
They had only gone public months before, and already they were throwing around forever like it was nothing. Die-hard Kardashian watchers had their theories. Some believed Kourtney's deep desire for a picture-perfect family, something she never managed with Scott Disick, pushed her to jump in quicker than she normally would. Others whispered about Kardashian family pressure, pointing out how perfectly Kourtney's late-blooming fairy tale fit into the family's reality TV script. So, was this engagement pure romance, or also a strategic move to lock in her image as the sister who found love after all the chaos? Once the ring was on, there was no slowing down. First came the wild, tequila-fueled Vegas wedding, right after the Grammys in April 2022. No license, no rules, just pure chaos. Then came the official courthouse I do in Santa Barbara, low-key but sealed with legal papers. And finally, the main event, a jaw-dropping Italian ceremony in Portofino. Think designer gowns, medieval castles, oceanside views, and the entire Kardashian-Jenner dynasty turning it into a global media circus. 3 weddings in just a few months. Some called it extravagant, others called it desperate. But people couldn't stop asking, were they trying to prove their love with spectacle after spectacle, or were they just too obsessed to wait another second to be called husband and wife? Either way, cracks began to show. Scott Disick's absence from Italy spoke volumes. His shadow loomed large over Kourtney's kids, who weren't exactly adjusting smoothly to their new family setup. Travis's kids weren't having an easy time either. His daughter, Alabama, and son, Landon, were polite in public, but sources whispered they weren't vibing with their new stepmom dynamic.
Oh my God, people were like pissed about the Disneyland video of me on you. They're just like, who's taking the video? You guys are at Disneyland.
Like, it's our tour guide.
There's kids.
I just think people have trouble understanding how 2 people can be so in love and affectionate because they're miserable.
Yeah, totally.
That's why.
That fairy tale Portofino wedding might have been covering up a whole lot of private family tension. And then came the next chapter, babies. Kourtney and Travis went all in on their IVF journey, even letting cameras on her Hulu show capture the most personal, painful parts of the process. For Kourtney, the shots, the hormones, and the emotional toll were brutal. She admitted it on camera, breaking down as fans watched her struggle. And while Travis stood beside her, already a father of 2, some questioned whether he truly wanted to start all over again with a newborn, or if he was just trying to play the role of the supportive husband. IVF is hard on any couple, and Hollywood love stories are no exception. Rumors spread that Kourtney was more desperate for another baby than Travis, and whispers of conflict started circling. Was this baby dream pulling them closer or slowly tearing them apart? Fans debated whether their openness made them relatable or whether it just exposed that the 2 weren't fully on the same page. And hanging over all of it was the biggest storm cloud of them all, blending 2 complicated families. Kourtney's kids, Mason, Penelope, and Rain, had grown up with Scott firmly in the picture. Now, with a stepdad in the mix, things got messy. Scott's history of drama and his refusal to let go of Kourtney's love life only magnified the struggle. For all the red roses and jet-set weddings, the truth was plain. This wasn't just a romance. It was a battlefield of old wounds, new responsibilities, and clashing worlds. Travis's kids, Alabama and Landon, weren't just adjusting to a new stepmom. They were adjusting to Kourtney Kardashian as their stepmom, and that came with a whole different weight. Making things even messier, Travis's ex, Shanna Moakler, had no problem voicing her disapproval. She threw shade in interviews and on social media, and according to whispers, her comments started shaping how the kids viewed Kourtney. That tension made it nearly impossible for the blended family to find solid ground. Blending families is hard enough in private, but try doing it with cameras, paparazzi, and tabloids watching your every move. Behind the glam, Insiders claim this was one of the couple's biggest sources of stress. Parenting styles clashed constantly. Kourtney, known for her strict, health-obsessed ways, organic meals, wellness rules, clean living, often butted heads with Travis's more laid-back, rock and roll attitude. And when the kids got involved, those differences turned into heated moments both on and off camera. All right.
I was thinking, like, I'm a romantic with him.
Yeah, because I remember someone that I was just friends with would be like, I don't even like hugging people.
Yeah.
I had to go to a hugging class. That's what you told me.
Yeah, that hugging club.
I love you. I'm gonna go say hi to Rock Rock.
I love you.
All right, I love you.
Look at my new pajamas.
Fans started to pick up on the cracks. During some family outings, Kourtney's kids looked hesitant, distant even, as if they weren't fully buying into this new, perfect family narrative. Suddenly, what was supposed to be the Kardashian-Barker dream team looked more like a family still struggling to figure out how to even function together. But here's the kicker. Image was everything. From day one, Kourtney and Travis sold their relationship as the ultimate modern romance. Instagram was flooded with artsy black and white photos, sultry captions, PDA shots designed to break the internet, and professional-level photo ops at every milestone. Their brand was true love on display, and fans ate it up. But keeping that image alive came at a price. Insiders whispered that Travis was starting to feel the strain. For decades, he thrived in the music world where he controlled his own image. Suddenly, every private moment was turned into a storyline packaged neatly into Kardashian content. Even though he gushed about Kourtney online, some claimed he wasn't ready for the relentless Kardashian machine, where no moment was too sacred to monetize. Kourtney, on the other hand, seemed to love it. For years, she had been the quiet Kardashian, often overshadowed by her sisters. Now, she had her own blockbuster love story, and she leaned all the way in. But was that spotlight high actually pulling her further away from Travis? Fans started to notice their vibe shift. The once nonstop PDA posts slowed down. The dramatic captions disappeared. Their Instagram feed suddenly looked quieter. And in Kardashian land, silence always sparked suspicion. Being with a Kardashian isn't just about love. It's about joining a billion-dollar empire, a brand, a lifestyle. Travis knew that going in, but living it daily was something else entirely. He was now showing up at family events, being filmed for Hulu, and pushed into a machine that cared as much about optics as it did about emotions. For someone who built his identity as a rebellious rocker, insiders said he sometimes felt boxed in, like he was losing himself just trying to fit into Kourtney's carefully curated world. And then there's the Kardashian inner circle, tight-knit, ruthless about business, and always protective of their image. Reports suggested Travis didn't always feel like he belonged. Some insiders claimed he found it suffocating, struggling to stay authentic when every move was strategized, branded, and spun for the cameras. For Travis, this wasn't just a marriage. It was an initiation into the Kardashian empire. And maybe, just maybe, the cost of entry was his freedom to be fully himself. For Travis Barker, life has always been about one thing: music. From his Blink 182 days, banging drums like his life depended on it, to becoming one of the most in-demand producers in the game, music has been his heartbeat. But stepping into Kourtney Kardashian's world meant sacrifices. Sacrifices for family, for image, and for the Kardashian brand itself. And that's where the cracks started to show. His touring, late-night recording sessions, and wild collaborations demanded constant travel, while Kourtney dreamed of something very different: stability, quiet nights at home, and building her wellness empire. Sure, she showed up on tour a few times, but the jet-setting pace, insiders whispered, was draining her. Their visions of the future started to look less like a shared dream, and more like two separate roads pulling them apart. Reports swirled of heated arguments, Kourtney pushing for family dinners and holistic routines, Travis still drawn to the chaos of rock culture. Her world of organic smoothies and wellness launches clashed with his world of studio sessions and after parties. Could their marriage survive when their lifestyles were written in such different rhythms? Recently, speculation has gone into overdrive. Some say a breakup is looming, others insist it's just the tabloids stirring the pot. But whispers from Travis's circle hint he's the one really struggling. Sources claim he's confided in friends about how suffocating the Kardashian machine can be. how exhausting it is to balance being madly in love with Kourtney while also living under the microscope of her brand. For a rocker used to freedom, it was like being caught in a cage wrapped in red roses. Of course, maybe it's just a rough patch. Every marriage has them, but when your fights are magnified by paparazzi lenses and Hulu cameras, even the smallest cracks look like a full-blown collapse. Some fans even wonder if this was always destined to be a rebound for Kourtney, a way to finally bury the Scott Disick saga. Did the Whirlwind romance cover up problems they never slowed down long enough to face? So, what's next? Are we watching the countdown to one of Hollywood's most explosive breakups? Or will Kourtney and Travis prove everyone wrong and push through? If they split, it'll be the headline breakup of the year. No doubt about it. But if they stay, it'll mean fighting harder than ever to merge two worlds that were never meant to be easy. For Kourtney, this relationship gave her something she'd craved for years. A man who worshipped her, who made her feel like a priority instead of an afterthought. For Travis, it was about finally finding stability, a love that grounded him after years of chaos. Maybe they went too fast. Maybe fame pushed them too far. Or maybe, just maybe, they still have enough history and fire to weather the storm. One thing's certain, whether they're walking hand in hand or walking away, the world is watching. Kourtney and Travis turned their friendship into a global spectacle. And whatever happens next, they'll remain one of the most talked about couples in Hollywood. Because in the Kardashian universe, love is never just love. It's a storyline, a brand, and a battle for the spotlight. Some people still believe Kourtney and Travis can weather the storm, that their foundation of friendship and years of history might carry them through the chaos. Others, though, whisper that fame, clashing careers, and the near impossible challenge of blending two already complicated families could be the very thing that tears them apart. The truth? No matter which way it goes, they've already secured their spot as one of Hollywood's most unforgettable couples. A love story turned spectacle that nobody can look away from. And the questions hanging in the air are endless. Will we see them make a dramatic public recommitment? Maybe even renewing vows in another lavish ceremony to silence the doubters? Or will the rumors prove true? With Kourtney announcing a surprise pregnancy that flips the narrative completely and locks their bond in a way tabloids never saw coming. On the other hand, could we be on the brink of a full-blown Hollywood split? The kind of breakup so messy it shakes the entire Kardashian empire to its core. Think about it. The Kardashians have built their dynasty on storylines, drama, and reinvention. Every heartbreak, every feud, every headline has been fuel for the empire. If Kourtney and Travis split, the ripple effects would be massive. Scott Disick would instantly be back in the spotlight. Their kids, already caught in the storm, would face even more media obsession. And Travis, a rock legend in his own right, would be left to redefine his career while still carrying the Kardashian name everywhere he goes. Imagine the headlines. From Blink 182 to Broken Vows, Travis Barker's Hollywood love story implodes. But let's not forget the flip side. If they stay together, their future could be just as explosive. Fans are already speculating about another child, about joint business ventures, maybe even a wellness meets rock star brand that blends Kourtney's clean living empire with Travis's edge. Can you picture it? Kardashian wellness retreats with live drumming sessions, tattoo-inspired supplements, or even a Barker's, and Kardashian fashion collab dripping in leather and lace. The possibilities are endless, and no matter which path they take, the public will eat it up, because at the end of the day, Kourtney and Travis aren't just a couple. They're a storyline. Their relationship has become part of the Kardashian machine, part of Hollywood history, and part of the collective obsession we all share with celebrity love stories that burn bright under the spotlight. Whether they choose to fight for love or walk away, their every move will be dissected, discussed, and debated across every platform, from glossy magazines to TikTok timelines. So here's the real question. What do you think happens next? Do Kourtney and Travis prove the doubters wrong and come out stronger than ever, showing that love really can survive fame, family drama, and nonstop public scrutiny? Or are we witnessing the slow-motion unraveling of a romance that soared too high, too fast, and couldn't survive the weight of its own hype? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. Their next move could redefine not just their relationship, but the entire Kardashian narrative. So buckle up, because with Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker, anything is possible. And now it's your turn. If you love this deep dive into their roller coaster romance, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next jaw-dropping update. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you see them making it work, or are we counting down to one of the biggest celebrity breakups of the decade? Share this video with your friends, keep the conversation going, and we'll see you in the next one, only here on Hush Hush Fame.